What is going on YouTube? Joe here with Color Nation Media, bringing you another episode of Pokemon Y. Today's episode is number 43, and today we are taking on Victory Road, at least the first half of it. We're not going to get through all of it today because there's a little bit too much. There's too many trainers and items and things to get through in one episode, so we're going to split it up into two. Before we actually get into Victory Road, though, we actually get challenged by the guy who checks to see if we have all the badges or not, and I think that's a first. As far as the Pokemon series is concerned, I don't think that they ever did that in a game before this. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, we're in here with our Lucario. We're going to just Metal Claw this Carbink because it's 4 times super effective and adaptability. Even though it's at level 56, it's just gonna go down to that. Really nothing else to it whatsoever. As the rest of this battle goes on, though, I would like to remind you guys of our like goal for this video. As this series is coming to a close, your support does mean everything. So if we can get this video to 50 likes and meet that like goal, that would be absolutely fantastic. So if you have not done so already, show your support by clicking that thumbs up button right below this video. And of course, like I said, your support does mean everything, and I do appreciate it. I really, really do. So we're going to go for the EQ here on this Raichu. It did outspeed and go for the Grass Knot, and that is a bit unfortunate, as Golurk really didn't like that so much, because Golurk is a rather heavy Pokemon. That's why Heavy Slam is so good on it. But anyway, Kingdra is going to be coming in next, and I don't think I want to stay in with Golurk here at half HP, because Kingdra will most definitely outspeed us. And I don't want to play any games. I know we can go back and heal. At this point, we're not too far into Victory Road or anything. But I don't want to have to play those games, like I said. So let's just go for the Dragon Claw. And that is going to be super effective on this Kingdra, and it's going to take it out. So Kingdra is going down. And we're about to see a lot of very strong Pokemon, very strong trainers. I don't know. It's going to be challenging. It's called Victory Road for a reason. Because, I mean, I don't know. Because you're aiming for victory, I guess. I mean, you're always aiming for victory, but now you're aiming for extra victory. A little victory with a little pepper on top, I guess, or a little cherry to make it sweet. I don't know what I'm talking about, but this is interesting. We step on this little platform, and then all of the badge things on the door glow, and then out comes the staircase, and it's crazy. The cutscenes and effects in this game are just absolutely mind-bogglingly amazing. I love them so much, and that's why I think the Ruby and Sapphire remakes, they are going to be so beautiful as well, because just even on the Game Boy Advance, the effects were pretty cool. I mean, for the time when those games came out. So I can't wait for that. For those of you that were wondering, I am going to be featuring some of the Ruby and Sapphire remakes. What are the names? Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Okay, I am going to be featuring them on the channel. I'm going to be doing probably like an LP or walkthrough type thing. Hopefully first day. I don't want to make any promises because obviously I don't have it reserved yet or anything. But that is the plan. And then of course eventually I will be bringing Wi-Fi battles to the channel and all that stuff. So definitely plan on Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire content coming to the channel eventually. Well, I guess it'll be this fall because it comes out in November. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I need to stop talking about this right now because the hype is too real. So let's hop on our Greninja's back so we can surf across this little pond here and get to the next area. There's going to be lots of hidden items, so I'm going to be pulling out the dowsing machine every other minute or every other second, basically, because I want to make sure that I get, not everything, but I want to get as many items as I can. I mean, not all of them obviously are useful, but I just want to see what they all are. I mean, why not? We can avoid this battle right here by using Rock Smash, but there's no reason to do that. We're trying to get some experience. We want to be ready. We want to be ready to face the champion and the Elite Four when we get there, so skipping battles is not the way to do that. We need to train. So we're up against the Steelix, level 56. We're going to go for the Shadow Claw here to break the Sturdy, and that does absolutely nothing, even though it's not a resisted hit. There's the EQ, and that hurts. That does well over half. We only have one close combat left, so I might need to use I don't know, an Ether or something. I forgot that close combat only has 5 PP. That's kind of sucky in game. But we're gonna Mega Evolve and go for the close combat. Its adaptability. Even a Steelix cannot survive that. It actually may have survived if it was at a higher level, but that is not the case here. So Steelix is going down, and Electrode is coming in next. We obviously cannot go for like a Metal Claw or anything. That's going to be a resisted hit. So we're not going to leave Lucario in for that. We're going to go into Golurk, even though we're only at about 50% HP right now. This Electrode is definitely going to outspeed, even though we have a 9-level advantage on it. It's going to go for the Screech, thankfully, and not... Well, what else can it learn? I don't think it can learn Grass Knot, so maybe, like, HP Grass would be something to be afraid of, but I don't think that in-game teams run hidden power moves, so... that is that. The Electrode goes down to that EQ very easily. Kangaskhan is coming out next. And I really want to go into Lucario, but I don't have any close combats left. I mean, I guess I could always use, instead of Ethers and Elixirs and all that stuff, I can use the PP Restoring Power, because I'm pretty sure level 1 is just 5 PP. So that would actually work out really, really nicely. But anyway, we're going to go into Whiskers here and let Whiskers get some work done. Because I feel like it's been a long time since I've used our glorious Pyroar, and I don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Now looking at the rest of my Pokemon, I don't know if that was the best switch, honestly, because Kangaskhan can learn fighting-type moves, but I don't think I want to switch. I think we're going to stick it out with Whiskers. We're going to go for the Flamethrower, and that does about 60%, and it's going to go for the Outrage, so it's a good thing I did not switch in my Haxorus, because I was actually thinking about it. So that would have been really a bad time. Another Flamethrower is going to take out this Kangaskhan, which is fantastic for us. And Whiskers is coming up on level 66. I don't know what level the champions Pokemon are at. I know it's not at a point where we have to like grind at all. So that is pretty cool, but at the same time, I feel like my Pokemon should be at like level 70 or something. I don't know. I don't even know. Let's go ahead and heal up our Pokemon because we are kind of in a bad spot right here, so we'll use Moo Moo Milks. That's why I have so many. I bought like a ridiculous amount when we were in Denimil Town, and I still have a lot left. I really haven't used that many of them. Really have not. Where is the PP Restoring Power? There it is. Alright, let's use level 1, and... Oh, did that do what I wanted it to do? Did I have to have Lucario in the front? Do I even have Lucario in the front? Let's check. I do, so that should do the trick. We should have all 5 of our close combats again. So that's the cool thing about the O-Powers in this game, is that if you are running low on items, or you just don't have the money to buy items, or whatever it may be, you can use those, and they recharge over time, so that's pretty cool. They actually recharge at different rates based on how many steps you took that day. So I think the first level is, it will increase or double the rate, or just increase the rates of how fast the bar recharges for the O-Powers if you've reached 2,000 steps, and then it increases again at 3,000, and then I think it reaches the top level at 4,000. Something like that. Anyway, this Machamp was at level 60, ladies and gentlemen. Level 60! It's only 4 levels behind our Lucario here. Golurk's grown up to level 66. It looked like Aurorus grew a level as well, but I skipped over that pretty fast. Thankfully, adaptability, close combat saved the day right there, because that could have been a disaster with like no guard and all of that other stuff. What am I thinking of? Dynamic Punch. Yeah, no guard Dynamic Punch from a level 60 Machamp. That would not have felt too good at all. That would have hurt. That would have hurt. That would have probably one-shotted Lucario, to be honest. It really would have. Alright, so this Battle Girl, she's going to start off with a Hawlucha. Level 57, so this, I don't know, this whole Victory Road experience is getting very real right now. We are getting into some top level trainers. We're going to Mega Evolve. Unfortunately, we are weak to fighting, so this could be a little bit of an issue. We're going to go for the Metal Claw. I don't think that's going to kill, but it's going to do over half. Goes for the high jump kick. That is going to be a dead Lucario because it's a crit. I don't think that mattered at all. I really don't. Lucario is so frail. I don't know why I left it in on a Hawlucha. That was just silly. Even an in-game Hawlucha. This is Victory Road, and I'm sending in things and leaving things in with type disadvantage. That's just ridiculous. We can go for a flamethrower here. That should finish off this Hawlucha. We are faster, although probably not by a lot. Probably the level difference helped us out there. Anyway, we're going to grow some experience. Whiskers is growing up to level 66. Unfortunately, that our Lucario, it's unfortunate that our Lucario went down because it's not getting any experience now, so that kind of stinks. Mienshao is coming out next, and I don't think that leaving Whiskers out would be the best idea. I've got a couple of Pokemon on my team that are weak to fighting. Like, half my team is weak to fighting. I didn't even notice that. Did not even notice that, but at least I have an immunity in Golurk. So hopefully this thing doesn't have, what would it have, like payback, but it's going to be faster. So that's not going to do a whole lot. It's going to go for the bounce. Okay. Bounce is an interesting choice. EQ obviously is not going to hit while it's bouncing up in the air. Hopefully we don't get parried right now, because that would be terrible. And there is the paralysis. I jinxed it. Why did I say that? I should have not said anything. The EQ is going to take out the Mienshao, thankfully. Because, as I always say, Mienshao is just so frail. You can do anything to Mienshao, and it pretty much is gonna just go down. It has to not be a resisted hit, basically. If you hit it with anything neutral that's a strong, like, stab attack, it's gonna die. So, let's see. Do I have revives? I do. I've got 10 of them, so we'll use one here on poor little Lucario. And then we can use a Moo Moo Milk to get him back up to full health. Probably should use a full heal on our Golurk as well. There is actually somewhere in Victory Road to heal up, but I don't even know if we'll get to that point in this episode or not. I think it's a little bit more than halfway, to be honest. I'm not positive that we'll get there. We may get close. I don't know. But we're going to pick up a Dusk Ball there in the corner. Don't think that's going to get us much use at this point because we're coming up on the end of the game. But it's still something. So one easy way to know where you're going here, or if you're going the right way, because there's a bunch of different offshoots into like different caves and things, is that you can follow the torched area. That will lead you where you need to go. We saw the two torches by the entryway, or I guess the exit out to the outside portion. So that's how we know we're going the correct way. And if we don't see that, it's just either a detour or there's, you know, I don't know if they really have detours, but you know what I'm talking about. Like little areas with items and other things that are optional you don't really need to do. Anyway, we're up against a Haxorus right now. Lucario's going in there with a close combat. And thankfully that one-shots because I was legitimately afraid of what this level 58 not Lucario, this level 58 Haxorus was going to do to us. If it had the EQ, we probably would have just died to that. We are going to go up to level 65. And we're trying to learn Extreme Speed. Now, I don't know if I want to teach that to Lucario. I mean, do I want to get rid of the Shadow Claw for that? I don't know if I want to do that. It's only got 5 PP, then I have 2 moves with 5 PP, and that's really just, that's not good in-game. It's really, really not. So we're not going to teach it to him. And I can always go to the move relearner if I really feel like Lucario would be better off with it. But it's already fast enough. And in-game, you're not dealing with a lot of priority moves, so I don't feel like it's that necessary. So, apparently that was the only thing to do out here. There's no other like, little offshoots or anything. There's a hidden item somewhere. It's in the bush. Okay, it's a full heal, and that's fantastic because we actually just used a full heal on our Golurk because we got paralyzed by that Mienshao. How did it paralyze? Oh, it was bounce. That's what it was. Okay. So we have another Battle Girl here. I don't think that leaving Lucario out for that is the best idea because they always have fighting types, and Lucario is weak to fighting types. So there's no reason to just leave Lucario out there when it's so frail and can't do a lot of damage in return. Medicham is going to start things off here, and in fact, that's her only Pokemon. We've got Shinobi, which is still weak to fighting, so I guess that isn't the best thing in the world. But actually, yeah, we're going to go for the Dark Bolt. It's not going to be super effective. But it's going to do well over half. This Medicham's going to go for the Thunder Punch. Thankfully, no high jump kick because that may have just one-shotted, but we need to get Shinobi some experience. Surf will finish off this Medicham, and we can just use a Moo Moo Milk to get our Shinobi back up to full health, and we'll be good to go. We will be good to go. So that does it for the Battle Girl. And they're really not giving me that much in terms of Pokédollars. I feel like they would give you a more, I don't know, a higher amount for this late in the game, but apparently not. So now we have a little rock puzzle where you can jump across and you have to find your way. So we're going to go to the right here first and see what's over here. It looks like this is just going to lead to nothing. Alright, so we're going to have to go back the other way. That was a completely pointless thing to do. So let's try to go over to the left here. I see some areas where you can rock smash. I see that we're going to have to use strength, so it's a good thing I have all of these things, because I knew we were going to need them. I couldn't remember exactly how it was set up, but I was pretty sure that we were going to have to use most of these HMs. We picked up a star piece in the rock there, so that's pretty cool because we can sell that for a decent amount. I think it's like 4,000 something, I think, for a star piece. It's not quite as much as a nugget, but it's something. It's definitely something. You can buy quite a few full restores with that. And can we not do anything else over here? Oh no, there is a different area. Keep using those max repels because I don't want to get attacked by wild Pokemon. I'm not interested in that life, but this does open this bottom area to us. So I'm sure there's some kind of items over here. I'm not seeing any torches, so this is going to be an area for like items or something. There might be a TM or something over here. I don't know. We're going to get attacked by a wild Pokemon swooping down on us. It's going to be Fearow. And I believe you can also get attacked by Skarmory and Hydreigon of all things. Pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that that is the case here in Victory Road. Now, there's an extra little cave over here that we can go into, and it's just a cave with an item. It's going to be TM03, which is Psyshock. So that is pretty cool. It's an interesting move because it uses your special attack, but your opponent's physical defense. So it's a good way to get around things that have high special defense, and people will switch it in on you. You can just go for the Psyshock, and it's a good time. It is a good time. It's definitely more useful competitively than it is in-game because Psychic actually has 10 base power more, so it makes sense to just go for the more power in-game, but it does have a lot of use competitively. We're going to switch the Amulet Coin over to Haxorus because I want to be making as much money as possible. I mean, who doesn't want to make money, right? But I would like to have enough money to make sure I have enough revives and, you know, full restores and all of those kinds of goodies. We're going to get attacked by another Fearow here. These are just really high-level Pokemon. A wild Pokemon at level 58 just attacked us. That is absolutely insane. You could pretty much just capture it and take it into the Elite Four at that point. I mean, it's that high of a level that we really wouldn't have to do that much training at all for it to be ready, which is kind of crazy. So now we're going to go the other direction because I think that we got everything that we needed to on that side. Now we want to be heading the direction that we're actually supposed to be going, which I'm guessing is to the north of the cave here. We are going to have to battle this guy before we move on, and he's going to have two Pokemon, Black Belt and Dirty, starting off with Pangoro. So Dark and Fighting type. Fighting types are everywhere. Lots of battle girls and black belts, and people love their fighting types here. So level 57, and that means the X-Scissor I don't think is going to be super effective because it's just neutral. It's good on dark and not good on fighting. So we'll go for a Dragon Dance here, and then we can start Dragon Clawing things. Pangoro goes for the Hammer Arm, so his speed is going to fall. Not that that means anything because we were faster anyway. And we can get a Dragon Claw off. That should take out this Pangoro, and it does, because Pangoro really doesn't have the best defensive stats. You would think that it would be kind of bulky, but it's really not. It's surprisingly not bulky. Heracross is coming in, and I guess we could switch out to Whiskers here to go for the Flamethrower, because that should take it out, but I think we'll just stay in with Haxorus and let Haxorus get some experience, because it does take the longest in my team to level up. So let's just go for the Dragon Claw. We're at +1. And that is going to take out the Heracross, so yeah, some much needed experience. Almost up to level 66, not quite though. Not quite. The next battle will definitely get up there. Definitely get up there. That's the one thing about training Pokemon like Haxorus that are kind of like pseudo-legendaries, or just dragons in general tend to take a really long time. So I guess this is not the way that we needed to go, because the only thing up here is a Carbos, and that's for EV training as far as, I believe, speed goes. I think Carbos is speed. Where is this hidden item? There it is. It's a smooth rock hidden in the wall, so that is something that increases the duration of Sandstorm turns via Sandstream or what have you. Just to move Sandstorm. Not a lot of Pokemon run just Sandstorm, but I guess you could do that. It works similar to Damp Rock and Heat Rock and what is the other one? The Icy Rock. Am I just making that up? I feel like Icy Rock is a thing for Hail. Anyway, we're up against the Psychic Hero as one Pokemon. It's going to be an Espeon, so we need to be careful. This thing might just outspeed us because Espeon is fast. It's at level 58. We can go for an X-Scissor, and thankfully we outspeed because I think a Psychic would honestly just take us out in one hit. Haxorus is not bulky enough to take a stab Psychic from an Espeon, that is for sure. So we're going to grow up to level 66. And Haxorus is trying to learn Outrage, but I don't know that I want to teach that to him because I don't think that being locked into moves is the greatest thing in the world in-game. So I don't think we need that extra power. I can always go back to the move relearner if I really feel like I need the Outrage, but at this point I don't think I do. I really do not. Let's use another Max Repel because I don't want to get attacked by a million wild Pokemon, and then we can use Strength on this Boulder. And there was, I don't know if there was a slot somewhere. Yeah, it's straight across, okay. Just having a little bit of a brain fart. But this will allow us to access this western part of the cave. And see what's over here, see if there's items or something. Okay, that's where we came from. We don't need to go that way, but we can go up the stairs. It looks like we have another, that looks like a double battle to me. Unless they're just being tricky and sneaky. I don't know if I like that. Let's switch. Let's see, what do we want for this battle? I guess we'll just leave it the way it is. We'll leave it with Haxorus and Calpey II. I'm going to teach you a lesson. Yeah, I'm sure you are. I'm sure you're going to teach me a lesson. It's going to be horrible and awful and all of that stuff. Armand and I didn't catch the other name. I don't even know. I don't know what's going on. But we are up against Gallade at level 60, Medicham level 58. So they're both the same typing actually, both fighting Psychic. So we can go for the Shadow Claw. That's going to be super effective on both of them, and Gallade really doesn't have the best physical defense. It has quite a good special defense stat. I think it's base like 110 or 100 or something like that. I'm going to go for the Dragon Claw on the Medicham though. And that is going to just straight up take this Medicham out, so no high jump kicks coming our way, which is fantastic because Lucario was not going to like that too much. Shinobi grew up to level 67, there's the Shadow Claw, and that is enough to take out this level 60 Gallade. If we're facing level 60 Pokemon here in Victory Road, the Elite Four is going to be higher than that, so that's just something to try to prepare ourselves for. So I think I might do just a tiny bit of grinding, I don't know. I don't know, but we can go out to the left over here, and there's just a singular item out on the cliff, overlooking the waterfall and the trees and such. It's going to be a rare candy. I don't know if I'll use that, because, I mean, at this point, I don't need to just raise my Pokemon's levels that fast. I'd rather just train them at this point anyway. But, yeah, that is a thing. No hidden items anywhere to be found, and there are the torches that we're looking for, so that means we're going the right direction. And my dowsing machine is going off here, but I think this is a good place to stop and call it an episode. Next time we should finish up Victory Road, because we are about at the halfway point, so we made some good progress. Definitely made some good progress, so next time we will finish up Victory Road, and the time after that we will head in to fight the Elite Four and eventually the champion if we make it that far. But anyway, want to thank you all for watching as always, and do not forget to click that thumbs up button right below this video if you enjoyed it, because it does help out a lot. And I will see you all for the next episode. But until then, game on.